Hey IDC fam, I'm Christy Britton, and I am joined today by Parker Griffin. Parker is one of our elder candidates, and so we're going to take a few minutes just to get to know him. So Parker, tell us a little bit about yourself, family, how you came to be a believer, all of it.
Yeah, nice to meet you all. If I haven't before. I'm originally from Rocky Mount, North Carolina, just an hour east of here. Grew up in the country. Um, Came to Raleigh for college, NC State, go Wolfpack.
Wolfpack.
Took a hiatus, lived in Oklahoma for a couple of years, and then back in Raleigh and at IDC since 2018.
Okay.
But yeah, married to Sarah, who I met. We both went to the same church in college, met there. Started dating shortly after, and we are celebrating 11 years on September 21st.
Congratulations.
Thank you. We'll not forget anniversary. We have the song to help me remember.
There you go.
5 kids. Knox is almost 9. Naomi just turned 7. Ambrose is 4. And then, surprise number 4 and 5. I didn't consider. I should have known. There are a lot of twins here at IDC, but apparently twins is a possibility. So Violet and Gwendolyn are 15 months old.
Wow, what pretty names.
Yeah.
Twin girls.
Twin girls. So now, the girls with the twins now outnumber the boys in the house, which for me is a whole new world. I grew up with 3 brothers, no sisters, so I'm figuring out the.
Okay, so tell us how you became a believer.
Yeah, grew up by God's providence, Christian family. My mom and dad both examples of parents who just present the gospel to us, me and my brothers at an early age. And then, also in God's providence, went to a church that preached the scriptures, preached the gospel. It's First Baptist Church in Rocky Mount, North Carolina. And so, pretty young. I was 8 years old. Just started having conversations with my parents, with the pastors there, and just you'd heard all the stories as a kid, but came to realize that these stories, Christ's life, death, resurrection, they were real, and not only they were real, but that they had personal significance to me. Even as an 8-year-old, kind of begin to grapple with the weight of my own sin, and realize I needed a savior. After conversations with parents and pastors, trusted Jesus, baptized there shortly after, and God's been faithful to sustain me all these years.
What is your day job?
Day job. I work at a company called Bandwidth. It's a tech company here in North Carolina, headquartered in Raleigh. And if you're ever driving around PNC Arena, NC State Hurricanes where they play, we have a big campus right down the street from there. So okay. I worked there for 5 years, and I onboard new customers kind of under the customer success org.
Did you always want to be a pastor?
No, not always, but for quite some time. So since I was around 8 or 9, my dad actually was a pastor in my hometown church, First Baptist Church in Rocky Mount, North Carolina. So the idea was in my mind. Had the example of him, to this day, one of the godliest men that I know. My youth pastor growing up, huge influence on me, Mike Avery. And then as I got into college, a couple of the college pastors at the church I was at, Nick Rohr, Chip Bugner, saw those guys live it out and the impact that they had on other people's lives. So that it was really probably end of high school and really into college when that desire kind of started formulating. Asked people about it, made sure it was a good path to pursue, and then graduated from NC State, immediately started at Southeastern, and then after Southeastern, MDiv there, moved to Oklahoma for a couple of years, a church called Henderson Hills Baptist Church, Edmond, Oklahoma, and did a pastoral residency there. So that was my first taste of what would this look like to actually do this type of thing. Loved it, learned a lot, grew a lot. Moved back here, did a little bit more school, and then, kind of just filling in the picture, did some more school at Southeastern, studied Augustine, who really one of the greatest theologians, writers that we've had in church history, and he gave most of his life to pastoring people, for the last 30 plus years of his life. That desire, biblically, continued to form. It's 1 Timothy 3. It's a noble desire. James 3. It's also a pretty weighty thing. Teachers are judged more strictly. So been weighing that, and yeah, in God's providence, this is the time in life where, excited to potentially step into a role like this.
What is something people might be surprised to learn about you?
Surprised. I mentioned grew up about an hour east of here, but yeah, first 8 years of my life, I grew up on a pig farm. Not living with the pigs, not the prodigal son, but I did live on a pig farm. I got sheep for my birthday one year. So to this day, I don't have any animals now, but I love animals. So I have that, I guess, country roots in the background.
That is a surprise.
Yeah.
What's a bucket list item for you?
Bucket list. Love to travel. When I thought about that, a lot of places I could put on the list. But the one that's been floating around in my mind recently, I would love to go to the southern tip of South America, Patagonia, explore for a bit, and then hop on a boat and go over to Antarctica, because apparently you can do that. So I'm going to list that as bucket list. Sarah and I, one day we'll make that happen.
That'll work. Is this her bucket list?
I've mentioned it to her, and she seems on board. I don't know if it would be the top of her. She might pick somewhere else to travel first. But
what are your hobbies? What do you do in your downtime?
Last 15 months, 2-month-old twins.
You have twins.
I don't know if I've had much downtime. But no, love to read. If I'm by myself, love to read. Love to do anything outdoor related, workout. If I'm with Sarah, my wife, love to, we consider ourselves foodies of some sort, at least in the sense that we like to try different foods. So we love to eat and explore around Raleigh, around anywhere. And then if whole family, like with the kids, we love to get outdoors. Love to watch sports. Big NC State fans, a lot of other stuff. Love to play sports. The kids, different seasons, they'll be playing sports. And I like to pretend I'm a coach. So coach some like kids soccer, basketball. Yeah. So
Do y'all have a recommendation for a good restaurant for date night?
Good. Probably one of our favorites, and again, I haven't been out as much in the last 15 months, but M Coco in Durham. Okay. It's kind of like a Japanese Korean fusion, right in the back of M Sushi. So that's nice. You can get very nice spicy chicken sandwich. You can get some curry, chicken wings, a lot of different stuff. So
all right.
We'll put that there.
What's something you're just bad at?
Ironically, I like to eat food. I'm not very good at cooking. I would like to try to get better at it, though.
So that's my next question. What are you trying to get better at?
Before Sarah and I were married, I did ate a lot of Bojangles. I eat much healthier now. But
single man diet.
Yeah, the single man diet. But I would love to. I like the idea of cooking, so that's a goal to get better there.
Last question. What's something that just excites you about the IDC family right now?
Yeah. So like I've said, we've been here for 6 years, and the Lord has just used this church in so many ways to grow us as a family, grow us in our marriage, grow us as parents, mature me, sanctify me. And then in the midst of that, just excited about some of the DNA that IDC has always had with church planning, with missions. And that DNA, that mindset remains the same. So, we're in a period of a lot of transition, but really excited to see that DNA stay the same, see new people continue to rise up. So I'm really excited to just continue to grow here. For some time, this has been in our minds, our home church for the rest of life, whether we physically are in Raleigh or sent out to do something else. And I'm really just excited to continue to grow, but potentially serve in this role and point others to Jesus in the process.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Love that answer. All right. Well, IDC, I hope you've enjoyed getting to know our newest candidate, Parker. Feel free to stop him in the hall and say hi, get to know him some more if you have further questions.